we got to be careful here.
Mr. Producer's like, I'm starting it.
I'm starting. Don't say anything. Don't say anything we don't want our listeners to hear.
What you don't hear is
God.
Mr. Producer's inner monologue is kind of like, I have shit to do when I get home.
Right.
I got to work all day tomorrow, and I want time to have fun with myself.
Ooh. By yourself?
Whoa. I didn't say it like that.
With yourself? What does that mean? Is it
August 6th, it's the
producer
second
time?
half of Dudes Like Us podcast. Thank you for Mr. Producer being here tonight. Senior Austin. Dudes Like Us, I'm Sean.
Me llamo Pablo.
And I am Jeff.
Paul.
Yes.
All right. Well, the first half was kind of cool. We
should do a whole podcast in a Hispanic accent.
Maybe on
I think
Cinco
it probably
de Mayo.
It may
that-
morph into all kinds of different things.
Is that cultural appropriation?
No, it doesn't matter.
Is that a thing now where people get in trouble for doing accents from another person?
Well, the guy did on Simpsons. He got
Abu.
because he was doing.
Thank you. Come again.
Yes, he can't do
Would
that.
you like some slushies?
Yeah, he thought it was cultural appropriation, so he gave it up.
Stopped, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not going to do Abu anymore.
That's because he's a fucking
bullshit.
idiot. He's an idiot.
We can all be anything. Not Frank Oz, isn't it?
No, it was.
He's stupid, man.
No, it was. No, it was not Frank.
Look,
Oz.
It's Hank Azaria.
Hank Azaria.
All right, well, guess what? Guess what?
I get partial credit.
I'm not an instrument. An instrument. But if I pick up a kazoo, excuse me, I'm an instrument.
Huh?
I'm just saying. No, my point is,
you totally lost me on that.
I'm just saying. Look, we could do all kinds of things. This thing where you can't do dialects and things. That's so stupid.
It's not racist. It's
Yeah.
not hateful.
I saw this one show where they had this snobby black dude on there, and he had these like French braids all down. And this guy was like, "And look at you with this white guy," because he was like, "You know, there are certain things that white people have taken the culture. You can't do black people hair." And I was like, "Dude, that French, whatever the cornrow you have,
French braid.
that French braid you have in your hair, it's a French braid. It doesn't come from Africa. It's not a black thing. It's the way you tie your hair. It's not a black thing."
Right.
The audacity.
We need to get off of this where everything is hateful.
Man, well, the
You know
thing
what I mean?
is that I tell you,
we can all borrow shit that we think is cool. Hell, you should take it as flattering.
This is one of the
most people do.
number one things that Democrats do that I hate.
Loathe.
It's putting labels.
Right.
It's
they're the
labels on everything.
They're the ones who keep racism alive because they keep talking about it.
I agree.
It's Morgan Freeman said
like
it
the
well.
like the
First,
white men for Kamala, women for Kamala.
Did you see
That is unthinkable.
Oh, I know.
That's so segregationist, racist shit right there.
Yeah.
Did you see the interview that George Snuffleupagus had with
Yes,
Byron Donalds?
I did.
Mr. Snuffleupagus?
Yes.
He just kept trying to pin him over and over
And Byron
again.
Donalds just kept going. He goes, "Why do
Was
you
that the
keep
black guy?
Yeah. He goes, "Why?" Because Snuffleupagus was going, "Why do you keep using that slur?" Or for one thing, I was thinking, what slur did he use?
He was reflecting on what Trump said
correct.
about questioning whether or not Kamala Harris was black. She was like, "She's black?" Because in the beginning she was Indian. Now she's black? I don't know.
Right.
What is she?
Well, she's biracial.
So when he said that in front of the Black Journalists Committee or organization, George Snuffleupagus was like, that's a slur.
That's a slur.
That's not a slur.
No, it's not a slur.
There's nothing hateful about that.
No.
You can say that you're for something and for that too. Well, which one are you?
But he kept trying to pin down Byron Donald by going, "Well, won't you denounce that? Won't you denounce him saying that?" And he goes, "That doesn't matter. Her politics matter.
Right.
Her views and all this matter." And it went back and forth.
I know. And he was like, "So you're not going to denounce it?"
Probably
He
said-
said, "It doesn't matter how hard I try. You just will not denounce that slur."
So one of the interesting things. So what was Kamala's mom? Was she white or black?
She was Indian.
So she was Indian. So her
like
dad,
Indian, like full-blooded Indian.
Yeah.
So her dad was Indian as well. Her dad was Jamaican and Indian. So do you know her so there was a story. There was the interviewer was talking about her dad, and he had met him. And he was like, "Hey, what's his name? Harris. God damn it, George Harris."
Or her dad?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of.
I do
Oh
not
my
know.
God.
Are you having a brain fart?
Yeah. Well, I forgot his God blessed name. So, anyways,
How about Mr. Harris?
Donald Harris? That was his name, Donald Harris, and he was calling him by his first name because he used to hang out with him. He was like, "Oh yeah, I know Don Harris and I. You know, he's a good guy. And he was saying that Don wasn't registered as a black person. All right.
Oh, this is somebody that knows the father very well.
Yes.
And I watched that.
So he said his father is registered as an Irish Catholic.
No, that was like Judge. What was that guy's name? It was an old judge.
Yeah. Well, my point is that there's no black. If there's full Indian, Kamala's mom, and the dad technically wasn't black. He was Jamaican. All right. He didn't really have black blood in him. He was from Ireland and he was from Jamaican. So it was like, was there black blood in him? You know,
it's not quite the same.
And he doesn't. And he
thing.
So they have the records don't show him as being black. So when you look up the records, all right, what is Donald J. Harris? Is Donald J. Harris white or black? It doesn't say that he's black. Like in his whatever the consensus that they do.
And here's the thing: it doesn't.
The census.
You know, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter.
That's what Byron Donald kept saying.
It does matter because they say it does matter.
I know. So it doesn't really matter, but she is playing it up to get votes.
Correct.
When you're a chameleon, when you're not being true to who you really are and what you really came from, don't be the first, American Indian senator to ever get in Congress. And then suddenly now you've got, your roots are black and I'm with you. And I mean, she's playing people.
She is.
And that's being dishonest.
Well, it is. And it's going back to what Sean said is, the Democrats keep racism alive because they keep talking about it. That's going back to when the last part that I saw with that Byron Donald interview, Stephanopoulos asked one more time, why do you keep bringing it up? Somebody goes, well, I don't keep bringing this up. You're the one who keeps mentioning it.
Right.
I don't.
Right. But the reason why, I mean, there is
race hustlers.
There's no better way to get votes than to divide people and say that I'm for you, they're not.
Correct.
So then you can divide, you can chop up people in all sorts of different ways. I could do Germans, I could do Italians, I can do white and black, I can do I can do any of them. I can make those people think that I'm for them and the other candidate isn't.
I find interesting.
And that's why they do it.
It reminds me of I'm applying for new job and and you have to answer all these questions.
Yes.
About your ethnicity and stuff like this. And some of them get fairly specific where they're like, what race are you? And
I hate that they ask
white,
that.
parentheses, Caucasian, Asian, Indian, North Africa, or Middle Eastern.
Oh, lumped in together?
As white.
No, that can't be.
Well, that is.
Really?
Yes.
In parentheses, next to white is
Correct.
North Africa.
Yes.
That's weird.
So Egyptians are considered white, I guess.
That's the other thing, too.
I think they would disagree with that.
I agree.
So, I mean, that was another thing that there was another topic. They were talking about, African Americans. I think George something.
Soros.
No. George, the comedian.
Carlin?
Yeah, George Carlin. He was talking about African Americans. So what exactly is an African American? He's talking about, does that mean black? Well, what doesn't Egypt in Africa, are they considered black? No, they're not black. They're light tanned. Black is, the South Africans are black. No, but they're African American. So I mean, it's just like, it's so stupid.
That's a great point. It isn't about skin color. It's about region. It's about where you're from.
Right.
It's just it's
well, you also have, like I said the other day, there's the Brazilian gymnast. She's a black girl. She looks black to me.
Yeah.
She's from Brazil.
Right.
If she moved to the U.S., would she be all of a sudden considered African American?
Right. Well, if she ran for office and wanted votes, yeah.
But she was born and everything in Brazil.
Right. I know. It's stupid. But it's a way of getting votes. From a political perspective.
It's fucking frustrating.
They just need to change
really
the category. You know what, dude? Lie.
Oh, on
your things. Just say you're Asian. Fuck it. Just say whatever. I mean, I don't know.
Asians are grouped into white.
Or we'll say something that's not grouped into that thing.
Anybody who listens to this podcast know that you identify as lots of different things.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
So I mean,
say you're an Architeuthis.
There you go.
What's also weird is one of the questions I see a lot is, are you Latino? Yes or no?
Latino. Are you Latino?
It depends, chica.
That
Today I am
Hold
very
on.
good
Do you
for
like
you.
Latinos or you are a Latino?
If I am, are you a Latino?
I like tequila.
And then
There you
you
go.
get to the race thing.
I like
If you're not
enchiladas.
Latino,
Interesting.
where are you?
See, I get that they want to collect all that data for
Well, the government
So,
forces them to ask this
I
stuff.
was
reporting, right.
I was born in Maryland, and I went to Germany. I've traveled. I lived down in El Paso.
You were a poor Irish child.
If I were to stay
Such
in
a
El
jerk.
Paso, if my parents decided,
Poor white boy.
if I were to not migrate to Dallas, because I left my family, I
Yes.
abandoned my family in El Paso, and I was like, I'm fucking out of this armpit,
Oh wow!
and I moved up to Dallas, and
Despite all the fame that you had there,
Oh, Sean Cruz, we want you here. Come back.
Do they give, are they going to give you a bonus or a raise?
well, you went into Native American right there.
I'm sorry. This is-
Yes.
Yeah, what the hell? Pick,
pick
pick something.
Is that better?
No, it's not.
Is that better?
That's kind of Irish.
Fuck
yeah.
it. Doesn't matter.
Pizza pie.
The point is I
It's
left.
Italian.
You know,
That's just
it's just
Scottish.
like, but you have people. Does that make me a little Latino? Because I grew up in a Latino area where even my dialect.
I was going to ask you. Did you absorb?
You heard me.
It's hard not to. Isn't it?
There are some times where if I'm reading some Spanish, my dialect comes out and I can do it. I mean, I don't know Spanish.
It's
I
no
know
diff-
some things.
It's no different than regional accents.
But does
Like,
that mean I'm Latino?
think about how people get torn up for starting to sound country?
Is Latino a regional thing, or is it a mental thing, or is it something that I grew up
Latino
with?
is Latin America.
I know, but I mean, if they're gonna,
No,
but
you
if
would
it's
not be considered Latino.
but is it regional?
No.
I mean, so the people that were born in El Paso, are they considered Latino?
Yeah, because their
Yes.
parents are from Mexico or Guadalajara.
Are they?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, see, that's nonsense.
Just like we could actually go, well, I'm German and British.
That's
Well,
bullshit.
how come that
I
segment
could
is not in there?
100%. Like if I was some amazing Olympic
All right,
athlete,
so-
I could totally go for Germany
But how long does it last?
forever.
I don't
I
know.
mean, how many generations does it go back? So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, okay, well, my great grandfather came from Mexico, but 4 generations have been here.
Right.
So, I mean, how long does it take for me to erase that Latino heritage just because I am now in the United States? I still have a Latino reference.
Yeah.
But I mean, how? I mean,
It
where
depends
does it
on
stop?
it depends on 2 things: how good you are at pole vaulting and how big your junk is.
Yes.
Well, I think he should have been better at pole vaulting.
You should have been.
He should have been. I mean,
Oh.
God, dude, you got to anticipate
He had
that.
the junk down.
Yeah, you got to get at least those extra 3 inches out of the
Yeah.
way.
Well, he missed like half an inch. I mean, he had that fucking. What
Oh,
the
God.
hell, man?
So horrible. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to get you off your train of thought. Yeah, I mean, I think this
Well,
effort.
no, I think
Yeah.
the fault in your thing there though is black people. No matter how long you're here, you're still going to be black.
Right.
Latino is a race, just like black people, white people, right? So, I mean, you're Latino.
And it's a heritage. It's a heritage that you embrace. I mean,
Yeah, but you're not African American, and there's
Correct.
no category as black.
Correct. Yeah, there is.
Is there now?
Well,
Because there wasn't.
I see it on my thing.
no,
but-
it doesn't say African American. It
No,
says black.
Oh, so now it's black. Because I honestly I haven't filled out one of those in a long time. So
Dude, and that you're talking about hundreds, even maybe thousands of categories of black.
Correct.
I mean,
Yeah.
somebody who
someone had mentioned it's
like you
it's
said,
like,
the Caribbean. I mean, come on.
oh yeah,
That's
Cubans, Jamaicans,
completely different. I don't know. That's just straight.
St. Lucia,
There you go.
that lady just won the gold medal
Yes, as a sprinter,
as a sprinter.
damn good. And
Her
Oh,
life-
is that the one that enveloped herself in this onesie and just?
No,
no,
Huh? I didn't see that.
is that on Pornhub?
No. She was a sprinter that won the first place, and she beat the shit out of him. She had this little onesie outfit on with a little hood.
Oh, that was a
and-
couple years ago.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
They just showed the video.
That was a few years ago. That was a few Olympics
How
ago.
the fuck do you know that? Goddamn.
She's amazing. So the St. Lucia girl, she's cute.
Yeah. Her life is set.
Oh, yeah. They said she's gonna have a house,
Land.
and land and money because she won gold, the first ever medal
Yeah.
for her.
And she'll probably
country.
they'll make a stamp out of her, name a school after her.
Yeah, and she was what?
Maybe
She
a
was
coin?
born in Florida and went to Florida State, right?
Yes. Wisconsin.
Nebraska or something.
And she's like, I don't really like St. Lucia, but they're giving me land, so I'll go down there.
Yeah, she's a pretty lady. I mean,
actually, and she had an accent. She actually could back it up.
She's fast as shit.
And
She beat the shit out of them.
No shit.
Yeah,
That was impressive.
Yep.
Well, these athletes are something else. You know, it's. But the thing is, for me, in the whole Olympic thing is you guys are watching it. I'm not. I'm turned off by it. I mean, I'm super excited for all the individuals out there performing for their countries, but it's sincerely lost its spirit. You know, I mean,
you got turned off by the opening ceremony. That's so sad though, because it was some weird gay director guy ruined the whole Olympics for you.
Look. He did.
That's too bad.
It is too bad, but there's more to it than just that. It's just there's a lot of behind the scenes kind of negativity.
Well, the IOC is very corrupt.
You know, that's my point.
Those have been lots of scandals over the years.
That's what I'm saying is that they get all this money. We contribute. You know, the United States contributed. You know, I don't even know how much, but if you got some podunk country that wanted like these investors, $100 million. I forget which one. They pulled their money. There was several investors that pulled their money when that opening ceremony came out, and they pulled out like $100 million.
You're talking about like the Mississippi company.
Well, it doesn't matter who they are, but just there are investors that are pulling their money out. Well, it's just like every single country on the planet that is participating in this. If you have investors that are doing $100 million, how much are the countries putting in? I mean, it's a big event.
Yeah.
There's infrastructure that you got to get. But I mean, think about how much you have one investor, $100 million. How much will $100 million go to build the infrastructure of an Olympics?
Very small.
I don't know.
Well, it costs billions of dollars to put the Olympics on.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Bankrupts companies or countries.
Yeah, let me tell you one story of Paris. So there were people that were complaining about the quality of the water in the river that runs through Paris. The Seine River. Okay. They were saying it's got
E. coli.
Yeah, it's got E. coli and all sorts of shit. They spent I swear to God, I read this right out of an article. They spent $1.5 billion cleaning up the river. Okay?
Just the river.
Just the river. So that the triathlon and all, whatever they did in the river, the people would be okay with it. Well, the opening ceremony rained like a motherfucker.
Yep.
And they said,
all the street shit.
All the street sewage and everything washed into the river and basically undid all the cleanup they did. $1.5 billion. So what does that tell you right there on how much fucking money they have to throw at the fucking Olympics?
It's billions.
It's billions.
But it sounds like you've got they're mismanaging the money.
Absolutely.
So I mean, if you got these yahoos that are with these opening ceremonies, like it's the same concept of these stupid Super Bowl things where you've got Janet Jackson's titty popping out.
Well, hold on. Why you call that stupid?
No, we like that.
Why you call that stupid?
I'm just saying there's
what side are you batting for, bro?
Stupid shit that they do to get attention, and that's just like it's inappropriate. And it's a common denominator with all this stuff.
I know what you
it's
mean.
like they get I mean, come on, it's a Super Bowl. It's the fucking Super Bowl of everything.
Yes.
And yet they're going to put this on. This is the Olympics. Everyone's watching the opening ceremony.
That's why they did it.
Those people should be flogged.
That's why they did it, because they're like, we're going to have these billion people watching it.
We're so sorry. Fuck you.
They knew what they were doing.
No, that's bullshit.
Knew.
They offended every Christian on the goddamn planet for doing that. Fuck them.
Not just
Christians.
What?
And it was inappropriate.
Not just Christians, yeah.
And it was inappropriate, too, because he had kids out there, and he had dudes with their junk hanging out in those photos.
Oh, yeah.
It's totally inappropriate. And
nuts.
where is that about? I mean, it just... Come on, man.
Yeah, where's the accountability on that one?
None. There's none.
And they praised it, and they were like, some guys, people were like, they didn't go far enough. And I mean, it's like, really? Come on. Why? And you're right about the Super Bowl. Remember, after the Janet Jackson thing, what'd they do the next time? The next year?
Bland white gay.
It was Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
And they thought it was the most boring, blah, blah, blah.
Well, I mean, because they got scolded.
Remember J-Lo with her...
Oh, she was crotching it everywhere.
Flayed out legs and right there, and the camera's right in her crotch. And she's like,
look, freaking meat curtain hanging.
Meat curtain?
I don't think there was anything sticking out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
I'm
paraphrasing.
not sure I've heard of meat curtain before.
Oh, well.
Huh. I was thinking Merkin Factory, but whatever.
Okay.
So,
Interesting.
moving on to the next
where do we
Super Bowl,
go from
we have
here?
those that the Black Panther parade with.
Oh, God, the last one was awful.
Oh yeah.
You know,
the next Olympics is in Los Angeles.
Olympics,
Oh,
yes.
Los
Jesus.
Angeles.
So was the last
Christ.
time 1984
Yeah, 1984.
with Mary Lee Retton?
Correct.
How
And,
the
and
fuck
hold on,
did-
and Carl Lewis?
Carl Lewis.
Fuck that. I can't believe it's going to be in Los Angeles.
Why
You
not?
know,
That's cool.
I don't care.
They're
I don't
gonna-
give a
they're-
fuck about Los Angeles.
They're going
Fuck
to try
those
to.
people.
They're going to try to
You're
out
angry. You're so angry right now.
France.
I'm bitter because
Realize that.
I'm disappointed with
Oh,
California.
They better not out-transy
They're going
France.
to try it. They're going to try.
Oh, there are. They're just
So-
they're going to get their homeless out there. They're going to be like,
They're all tweaking.
just.
What was wrong with that? That was nice.
I mean,
You just did.
it'd be like,
That was a nice lullaby. Let's talk about 1984. Did you guys watch that Olympics?
Was that
Do you
the
remember when
Van
Mary Lee
Halen
Retton?
jump?
I remember that. I remember it distinctly because I was working at McDonald's.
Ooh.
Actually, no, it was right before I was working at McDonald's. And they had a program that every time an American won a gold medal, if you had the ticket, you could get a free Big Mac.
Nice.
And
So
that,
people like just populated the front door.
well, no, you had to have the game cards or whatever it was, right?
Oh, right.
Gay cards.
Yeah, gay cards.
Gay cards.
And that killed.
Was this
Big
the
Macs.
Monopoly thing?
It wasn't Monopoly, but it was similar to it, right? So you had to have,
You peel it off the side of your Coke
Yeah,
glass.
and if you
Oh,
had
those
it-
are so awesome. I love those games.
Yeah,
when I
it
was a
was
kid.
something like that. And I had a shit ton of them. And I went in there and I had 4 Big Macs.
You got them all at once.
Well, that was just one time. But I did it multiple times and it killed the Big Mac for me. That's how I remember the 1984.
Oh, you overate it.
Oh, I did. To this day, I have a hard time eating a Big Mac.
I have 32 free quarter pounders with cheese. I want them all right now.
I was 15.
All of them.
all right now.
I was
And they're like,
15 and could eat it back then.
I'm gonna butt lose them.
You know?
I remember being so enamored with Mary Lee Retton. Dude,
She just had a big
I
health
was
scare.
14. I was 14. Oh, I know she did.
She had a big what?
I was
Health
14,
scare.
14 years old.
Health scare?
Yeah, she was
Like
in the
now,
hall,
lately, or
like
Yeah.
a couple months ago. Yeah.
all right? So you were 14 years old and just like whacking to the oldies.
Oh, dude. I
Wow.
remember we were in the Kipling Inn in Denver, and we had,
frosting the pastries.
and remember, I lived overseas. So when we came back to the States for the summer, it was like
Bro,
Are you guys done?
You had good throw back then.
No, well, probably.
think,
I never measured it, but
think.
I cracked some
It
windows.
was in the meters.
Anyway, dude, they were great memories, man. The music, the 1984 music was great. Because remember, I was in Indonesia, right? So we would come to home for the summer, and I would take the cassette tapes and I would record the radio all summer long, so I could take it back with me and listen to American radio. But dude, the music was awesome in '84. The Olympics were awesome. Dr. Pepper was awesome. Everything was awesome.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I think it's the spirit of being younger.
I do.
Yes, you're right.
I do remember that the Russians were not there.
they were angry.
Did they cheat again?
No,
Was that the Winter Olympics?
Because we boycotted 1980
Yeah.
when it was
Yep.
in Moscow.
Oh,
they
we were doing
So-
we were doing the Ronald Reagan.
That's fine. Stop
so
it. We're
they-
not going to show up either.
Right.
We were
So
doing the
they
Cold War.
Fuck you guys.
So they boycotted 84.
That was a mistake.
And that was one reason the
We crushed
Americans
them.
had so many goals.
Well, same on this one too.
yes. Yeah, the
Russia's
Russians aren't
not there.
Yeah.
Russia's not at this
it's
Olympics.
funny. My dad was sharing with me. There was what was the German 1932 Olympics?
That's with Jesse Owens.
Yeah. So my dad was sharing a story that he knew or heard or watched a documentary. I think maybe on Netflix. I don't even know. But he shared a story because I was talking about the ceremony. He's like, there's been all kinds of stupid shit that's been going on during these Olympics where they tried different stuff. And they were, at one time, they had, during the open ceremony of 1932, they had released a bunch of pigeons or doves or whatever, a bunch of birds. They just very good. They released a bunch of birds. And then all of a sudden they had a bunch of noise, like fake gun blanks being shot. And if you startle a pigeon, what do?
They die.
They shit.
Oh no.
So the pigeons came out, they flew right over the Americans where they were supposed to go, and then they made all these noises and they shit all over the Americans. Was that by design?
Yes.
that?
Hitler was there.
Yes.
He was tweaking. Ever see that footage of him tweaking in the stands?
tweaking.
Oh,
Was he like doing
a
coke?
He was a druggie. Oh yeah, he was a meth addict.
What?
You've never seen that video of him sitting in the stand? He's just rocking back and forth.
Well, maybe they
Sure
were
you
playing
didn't have
Metallica.
cerebral palsy?
They were playing Metallica.
It could have been. They had been around a while. I don't know about that long, but
Huh. Dude, that's crazy.
yeah, look up the video Hitler tweaking at the Olympics.
Mr. Producer.
See if you can find it.
Sorry, man. I was playing my
Sorry,
game.
yeah,
It's kind of creepy.
What
looking.
time is it? How long was I out?
Far out, man.
Dude, I thought you guys were done a long time ago.
Hitler
tweaking.
tweaking.
All right, he's looking up something very important for us because he's an awesome producer.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Video.
Not twerking, tweaking.
It's 1936.
Oh, you're always just so close.
Berlin 1936
So
Olympics.
close on
the
your
historic
facts.
footage available for broadcasting licensing request.
All right, here we go.
Right.
What are we looking at here? Oh, wow.
So they're marching in and
full Technicolor.
yeah, it's not colored yet.
Dude,
Is that Hitler?
This can't be the Olympics.
Yeah, so it was the Olympics in Berlin.
And it's so militarized.
Well, it was Hitler. What do you
Well,
want?
I
The
know,
Nazis.
but oh God, and they're all like doing their swastika thing. Why would they even let them do the Olympics here?
Well, that was before World War II started.
I know. Oh,
God, look at
how
that.
creepy.
Yeah, people are all going, "Hi, Hitler."
Yes.
Reminds me of a movie experience I had.
No, it is not. Oh, I can't stand it when you guys say that.
This is
He's doing
intense,
his
man.
differently. His is down. Everybody else is up.
Well, maybe it's a matter.
Well, they're lower than him.
Maybe that's what it is.
So is he tweaking right there?
No, it's when he's in the stands. I don't know if this is going to show.
All
it
right,
or
what
not.
we're showing here is they're in the arena and everybody's doing their Hitler
salute.
salute.
It's very.
There's nothing Olympic about this. This is like a military parade. Oh
Yeah.
no, they're all the countries all lined up, and he's like talking. He's like, Germans are going to crush you. We are going to destroy you and your country in these
Probably.
Olympics.
We were about to invade Poland.
So
Yes.
the interesting thing about how Hitler got
There he is.
there he is.
Oh, he is
You see
tweaking.
it?
Oh, but he was just.
You sure he wasn't autistic? Or maybe he had to take a shit or piss.
Well, maybe he was like getting ready to get up, and he decided not to get up.
Oh, Jesus.
Really?
Too much fine.
Time out. That short clip is what you're basing that on?
Well, that's what a lot of people are.
Oh, that's retarded. Who knows what he was doing? He was dancing to music.
Oh, he had to pee. He was
Yeah,
holding
or he
the
had to
poop.
pee. He had to pee, and he was dancing to music. Oh, that's so dumb. That's the
That's what
that's
everyone
the
says.
basis for him being a meth addict.
Yes.
Well, speaking
Oh,
of bases,
look at
so one of the things that
That's-
Adolf did during
doing his
his
neck thing.
campaigns when he would go out there and speak with people, something that none of the other politicians did is that when he would set up speakers, he would set up these booming speakers with such low frequency so that when he spoke, it was an authoritative boom.
Oh,
It
yeah.
made people shit.
Well, it did.
Only on the way back from Iron Rouge.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
No, it wouldn't make him shit, but it was just a technique they used, and nobody knows that. But it's just kind of like, well, you know why? It's just kind of a cool thing. I mean, it's kind of an interesting historical thing. You know,
It is interesting.
big old 18-inch woofers. Back then, those guys were like insane when it came to stuff like that.
That's just so crazy. 1936 in Berlin.
That's
But
when-
what about 1972?
that was Munich.
Yes. Remember what happened there?
All the Jews got shot.
Dude,
What?
you don't remember this? The Israeli team, like the Israeli Olympic team got killed by
Terrorists.
terrorists in their Olympic
House or
house or wherever they were.
The
Please-
Israelis got killed?
Please
yes.
tell me you know this.
There's
I don't. I've never heard of this.
the Mossad.
wow.
I kind of vaguely know
Now,
something about it.
the Mossad took like the next a long time, and they hunted everyone down that was involved and killed them.
Dude, not fuck with Mossad, man.
Watch the movie called Munich.
It's great.
It's good. It's about
So
that.
Israel competed in the 72 Summer Olympics in Munich, West Germany, which began on August 26th. On September 5th and 6th, in the Munich Massacre, 11 members of the Israeli delegation, 5 athletes, 2 referees, and 4 coaches
Unbelievable.
were taken hostage by the Palestine Liberation Organization terrorists and murdered.
And murdered.
The remainder of the team left Munich on September 7th. Shaul Ladani, a Holocaust survivor, competed in the 50-kilometer walk. He'd been imprisoned in Bergen-Belsen, a concentration
Wow.
a concentration camp as a child and wore a Star of David on his warm-up jersey. When he was congratulated by the locals in his fluent German, he responded, I learned in Bergen-Belsen he survived the Munich Massacre by jumping off a balcony.
Damn.
So,
anyway, watch the movie Munich.
Unbelievable.
It's
how old is that movie?
How old?
Yeah.
20 years, maybe.
Munich, huh? I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's called Munich. I think it's a Steven Spielberg movie.
Golly. I mean, and people don't even remember that kind of shit. Imagine if that happened today, how riveting that would frickin' be.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what I remember back then, because when I used to live in Germany, back then during that time, I remember as a kid, we would grow up because we lived on a military base,
right?
And we didn't have a lot of stuff going on. There was all right, because we lived in what they call Benjamin Franklin Village. So nowadays they have these big forts set up. It's probably still Benjamin Franklin Village, but they have a big old gate or wall put around the whole place to protect themselves.
It's a compound.
But back then they didn't, and back then there was a lot of friends and hanging out, and we'd have a lot of fun. And man, I'll tell you, to kill time, because we didn't have normal things like the kids here in the United States have, back then was kind of like, all right, well, we're stuck here because my dad's here training.
You ran around in the neighbor's farmland and got shot by salt pellets.
That happened too. Yeah, but you
were a nuisance.
No, I was a regular person. You think I was the only one that did that? Why do you think that the German farmer had a salt gun? Because a lot of people would come through there.
Because that's Sean from the Benjamin Franklin compound.
Oh, God bless him. I'm going to shoot him.
Carrots.
I will shoot him in the ass.
Yeah, he did.
Over and over.
He's stealing my broochen.
Stay out of my corn, my sweet corn, you asshole.
My sauerkraut.
God. Okay, so I'm getting out of control here.
This is fucking awesome. But I do remember we would play a lot of board games.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of the things that we did a lot growing up there. It was just like, it was like, we had played Risk. We played,
Risk.
Risk was popular.
Risk takes forever.
Well, that was what was good about it.
You need to conquer the world.
Remember Stratego?
So you know how Stratego's awesome.
Yeah.
But you know how you speed Risk up? You do the nuclear option. You play Risk normally for the first hour, and then when everybody gets restless and, oh my God, can we speed this up? Then you go nukes. You switch the game to nukes, and it's fun.
You just destroy a whole country.
Yeah, you just roll one die each, and then whoever's got the highest, boom, you wiped out that country, and then you can't put any things on it because it's irradiated.
We played Strip Risk.
Anyway, Stratego, a lot of fun. I still play that with my boys.
I never did play that one. I played Risk.
Oh my God, you've never played Stratego?
We need to have a Stratego tournament at my house.
Seriously, Stratego is so much fun. Stratego is basically...
I've wanted to play it when I was a kid. I'd see the commercials. I was like, I want to play it. We never got it, though.
Oh. That's because you were drinking powdered milk.
They're like, do you want powdered milk this week or the game Stratego?
I guess I go with powdered milk.
Mom, Dad, we've decided we're not going to eat any powdered milk for a month. We want Stratego.
Because look, it has cool little...
Oh, dude, I have it.
But you could have made one if you had some cardboard.
Jeff, I have the game at home.
Do you really?
Yes.
I love that game.
I played it with my boys. I still play it with my boys.
All right, well, let's look this up. Top 10 board games growing up.
Life has to be in there somewhere.
So the best board games of the 70s and 80s.
Ooh,
there's something about board games that just brings people together. Maybe it's the nostalgia of childhood memories.
Just go to the numbers. What's wrong with you?
Or the shared excitement of beating the game together. All right, Monopoly.
Oh, Monopoly. Oh, wait, hold on. Are we going 10 down to 1? Or?
Well, I don't know.
This is just a list.
That's okay.
Well, we're just gonna list them. So we got Monopoly.
Monopoly, no brainer.
Yeah, so Monopoly.
Well, hold on. So you guys played Monopoly, right? Everybody's a family?
I'm used to the shoe.
I played it a lot.
Yes. I was the race car. I was always the race car.
Yeah, you would be.
I'm not a fan
Why not?
of Monopoly.
Oh, no.
Why?
I don't know. I played it a lot. It's a very long game.
It is.
Everyone knows what they're doing.
And it can be cutthroat.
Oh, it is. And it gets...
It can be violent at the end.
It is.
Like family members lose their shit because you land on Park Place and they're like, oh, I've got 3 hotels. I've got 3 hotels and you're fucked.
And that's $800,000. You only have
like,
$3.
But I don't have that. You got to mortgage all your shit, remember? You have to take all your properties and mortgage them and get money.
At that point, you're like, I'm done.
Yeah, it's totally a glimpse into your future.
Yes.
Where you're like bankrupt.
Yes.
Anyway. All right, next one.
All right. Well, hold on. That was that list.
That was Monopoly. Oh, we're switching gears here.
Well, the thing was, it said the top 10 listed in India. I don't know if it was with that.
No, we don't care about Indian board games. We want American board games.
All right. So
no offense to our Indie Americans. Why are we not talking?
All right. So all right. Well,
I don't know these.
I know Masterpiece. That is a great game. This is not being prepared.
Well,
Oh, I don't know what's happening. No, none of these. These are not video games. These are board games. We want top 10 board games from the 70s. Okay, let's see here. Trivial Pursuit.
All right.
If you want to feel stupid in a family full of brainiacs, play that with your family.
Yes.
Well,
and you're the one person that can't get any of the fucking...
Well, this list was updated in January 8th, 2024. The 80s gave us some great board games, many of which we still play this day. We've updated the list with a few more games that came out in that period and have received new additions with certain changes in the rules of play.
All right. So Trivial Pursuit. Trivial Pursuit would always be...
fun.
Always good.
And like the pink is impossible. The brown's impossible. We always get orange, right?
They're all impossible.
No. Green, blue, and orange are doable. But
orange is sports, I believe.
Yes. Brown and fucking pink.
Very interesting.
We're not doing that yet.
Yeah, but
we're doing board games.
Okay. But
we're going to get there.
I did my first
next one, Mr. Producer. Game of Life. Everybody played that one. You spin the thing. You find out if you're going to go the college route or not the college route.
15 kids.
Yeah, you got two cars behind you because you got so many kids.
Oh, you were boinking everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right, next one. All right, Guess Who?
I played that a lot.
Yeah, Guess Who?
They have all the cards out and you just...
I wasn't as excited about that one, but
we played that
at Walmart.
We played that quite a lot.
Well, wait, hold on. Wasn't that basically a memorization?
No. You have to. There is criteria. You ask questions.
Yeah. Does this person have bald hair?
Yes.
Or does he have no hair? Does he have blue eyes? Does he have glasses?
And
is
then
it a guy?
And you flip down.
Is he white? Is he black?
Oh
my God! Are you allowed to ask?
Okay, we played that all the time. It was fun.
Yes, it was.
There were bald people and people with glasses.
Correct.
All right, move on.
Red hair.
Sherlock Holmes never played it.
I never heard of this one. I saw this on another one. The Sherlock Holmes
Consulting detective.
Yeah, we don't believe that. If none of us played it, it's not real.
It's a fake
Next
game.
one.
46.
That's fake news game.
$46 at Walmart though.
Risk.
There
it is,
Best
baby.
Strategy game.
That's what real men play.
All right, so the Sherlock Holmes.
No, skip that. Nobody
Jack
cares.
the Ripper and West End Adventures.
Yeah, that sounds West End Adventures.
what
Jack
it said.
Rip rips your ass apart.
Yeah, he's totally glamorizing Jack the Ripper.
Yes.
All right.
All right,
So
next
the
one.
Risk, the best strategy game. All right, go up more.
Seymour.
Oh yeah.
Seymour Jane. Wait, anything happening?
Is that a false button?
Is it clicking?
Oh.
What a disaster. Maybe we should talk about the bourbon.
What a letdown.
So we have the top 5 games.
Risk. Okay. Oh, hold on.
Here we
There's more.
go. Axis and
I
Allies.
never played that.
I've never
played it either. Was it similar to like
I definitely heard about
Stratego?
No.
Or was it like a
no.
Risk?
Well,
Nothing like strategic.
like
how
Risk?
about Boggle? What is the button? You trouble.
Mhm.
You push the button. It's the trouble.
Trouble.
Boom, 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 and then
Boggle's fun too, though.
Yeah. Boggle's fun.
Mall Madness?
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
never played that. Taboo. That was
Oh,
fun.
I
Taboo's
think
fun,
I've
but-
actually heard
But
of
that
that
was
one.
that was much later. That wasn't when we were kids.
I think that was late
90s.
80s. And
Did you guys ever play King Oil?
No.
You ever heard of that?
No.
Hmm.
An
Is that some
amazing
gay thing?
game.
No.
It's an amazing game. You have this little derrick and a bunch of holes all over the board, and you put the derrick in, and it tells you if it's a gusher or not. Oh, my family loved it.
No, never heard of that one. We played. I'm surprised I didn't see up there. Clue.
Absolutely. Clue
What's up
was
with
probably
that?
our favorite family
Clue.
game.
Yeah, Clue was fun.
We played the shit.
And what was
out
that?
of
Connect 4? Connect 4 was fun.
Connect 4 was
But
good.
that's not a board game. You guys are mixing all sorts of shit here. Boggle's not a board game either.
What the hell are you talking about?
Not a board. A board. It has to have a board.
Boggle but Trouble is.
Trouble is.
Trouble is.
Yeah.
What about
Candy Cane Lane or whatever it is.
Candyland?
Candyland. Good one.
Eat? What does that say? Eat poop?
Eat poop. Eat poop, you cat.
Oh, jeez. What is going on
Okay,
here?
these are
I
dumb
don't know
games.
This is a train wreck.
This is like people trying to reinvent board games from our childhood.
What about Uno?
The Democrats have
That's a
ruined
card
our
game.
boards. Yeah, okay. You know what? Fuck it. The Uno is a fantastic game. Thank you, Jeff, for bringing that up.
Yes.
right, we're not following the rules because we can't get the rules, so we're just going to move forward on
we're playing
games we played growing up in the 80s.
We're playing any games. I'm with you.
Well, Uno, the interesting with Uno, at least I find it interesting, is my third grade teacher's husband invented that game.
Bullshit.
100%.
Is he rich?
And he sold it to Hasbro.
Does he have Uno dollar?
Yeah, he sold it.
Hey, here's $100. Thanks, Pops.
Yeah, he sold it
for like $1,000.
Her name was Mrs. Robbins, I think, and her husband created Uno.
Oh my God.
And he sold it, and then he created another one called Thunder that sucked, but I remember we all got a free version of it. Yeah.
So he made a mistake by selling it to Hasbro.
Yeah, he
How about Mousetrap?
Oh, played the shit out of that too.
I played Mousetrap.
Oh,
Thank you,
yeah.
Mr. Producer.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
No, I never played that.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh,
I guess we couldn't afford it.
Shut the hell up. They didn't have that in Indonesia, probably.
Yeah, I was a poor Indonesian kid.
Yeah,
you were not.
The little basket
They just were unavailable.
comes down and
You
that
guys
traps
didn't have
you.
access to plastic.
Oh yes,
We had shit. That's all we had. We had to form games out of poop.
you had to eat cat poop.
Yes. It was tough, guys. Fuck you. It was a really tough childhood for me. A-holes.
You saw a bunch of nude Norwegianers.
Yeah, new Dutchmen.
Or Dutchmen, yes.
Yeah, really skinny ass
There we go.
motherfuckers
Here's
swimming
clue.
naked in their
Here's
pool.
clue. So the clue, the clue was actually kind of fun. I really enjoyed that.
With their meat curtains hanging out.
So gross. Thank you for bringing that up, Jeff.
I thought you didn't know what meat curtains was.
Oh, Scrabble. There's another one if you feel stupid about.
Yeah, I liked Scrabble. That was fun.
I never played Scrabble.
Seriously?
I did.
I wasn't smart enough.
And my sister.
You know what? I recommend that we all get like the Scrabble and download it on our phones and connect with each other and play.
I have a better idea. We should start playing board games. That would be fun as shit.
It's way difficult to get together to do board games.
No, it's not. We did it as families, as kids.
No, we can still do board games, but I'm just saying in general, because they've got they got Scrabble. My mom and I used to play Scrabble on the phone, and we'd play back and forth all the time. It's fun. But then I started beating the shit out of her all the time. I felt guilty. I was like, I got to do something.
Mom, you're slipping.
Yeah. And by the way, your word selection is
Mom,
coming.
Mom, that's not a word.
Yeah. That is some racist shit, Mom.
Mom, we're not allowed to say that anymore. I know I grew up hearing that every day.
Yeah.
But, all right, move on. Good Lord. Escape from Atlantis. Never heard of it.
I've never played that one. It looks interesting.
That's a board
It's
game,
got
too.
dragons.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it does.
maybe it was Dungeons and
It
Dragons.
comes out.
And porpoises.
Oh, well, hell, what about Dungeons and Dragons?
Which?
I've never. That
Never
looks
heard
old
of
as
that
fuck. I've never heard of that.
Never heard of it.
Crazy.
All right, keep going. These are
3D.
good. These are good. Oh, that's the end of the list. Damn it. So you guys ever have played Masterpiece with the paintings?
You mean the little pegs?
No, Masterpiece. It had all the famous paintings of the world.
Sorry was another one.
Oh, sorry, it was a good one too. Anyway.
No, I've never heard of Masterpiece.
Oh, it was good. It's a good game.
Never played it.
Is that something
I still have it.
Indonesia?
I
Oh,
still
yeah.
have it, and we can play it.
Do you really?
We have all the board games still. Oh, no shit. No, I don't.
How about Battleship?
They're at the cabin.
It was a great movie.
All those board games are at the cabin.
Well, I'll go to the cabin. Jeff, you can go too. We
have to figure out how to get you there. Maybe we'll put like
you in
big
a decompression
We'll
chamber.
put like a big suit over him.
There
Yeah.
you go, like a space suit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with a bunch of tubes in your nose and in your ass.
There you go. Keep me pressurized.
Yeah, exactly. keep you balanced.
Oh my god! Maybe a sleep apnea machine might help you up there.
We have to get you back up there, Jeff. We have to try it again.
It's ridiculous.
I know.
Ugh.
I know.
All right.
Well, I enjoyed a lot of these board games growing up. I mean, there
I
was
did
just
too.
a handful of them, but that's something that dudes like us have a tendency to reflect back every now and then.
Oh,
Well,
that's
we did board game night when the boys were small, and we had to stop because we played live.
Argue a lot.
They would fight.
It would turn violent.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially
Yes.
Monopoly.
Oh,
I'm telling you, they would lose their shit and slap the board and all the
yes.
all the
Be all corrupt.
all the money would go everywhere.
we would
You
lose
find
pieces.
someone
Was
that
like,
would
what?
be someone would be like hiding money over here. What? I don't know where that money came
Yeah.
from. See, you are no longer banker. Give that back.
Right.
You are a fucking loser, man. That's what
Shelly
you are.
Shelly would be screaming at me, "You fucking oligarch! What are you gonna fucking take all their money?" I'm like, Shelly, this is for the kids. Fuck you, fuck you. God, it got so just
It did.
ugly.
We had to
Yeah.
stop once they got a little bit older.
Oh, look at that,
I was
Mister. You got
this is-
Pictionary. You got the Sale of the
Good work.
Century, Poppets, Bed Bugs, Pig Bugs, Shark Attack, the Dinosaur, Shoots and Ladders. Remember that?
Oh yeah, Shoots and Ladders.
No, I never played
I remember
Shoots and
Bed
Ladders.
Bugs too. I never played it. Ooh,
Twister, naked with oil.
nude.
Absolutely. Oh, we do that every weekend. With
I've never played Twister.
with a lot of our
As
neighbors.
a family.
You know, we played. I played.
Come on, boys.
Come on, Grandma.
Mom and Dad are getting naked with you guys tonight.
Yeah, bring it.
It oiled.
Which oil are we using, Mom?
Parcheesi.
Oh,
Yeah.
Parcheesi was fun.
Yeah, I played Parcheesi.
Scrabble. All right,
That's
keep going.
deluxe.
Bingo. Keep going.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee. Oh, that was a fun
Yahtzee.
game.
We played the shit out of Yahtzee.
Oh, yeah.
We still play Yahtzee.
Do you?
Outburst was kind of cool.
How often do you guys play games with your family still?
Zero.
Oh.
No, actually, no. I take that back. We have picked it up some.
You gotta.
Yeah.
I mean, we play games when we come over to the house. Hell, we try to play games every time we get together.
Well, no, you haven't done that in a long time. We need
We
to.
played that Saturday. We played games.
What game?
We played the
Hide the meat stick?
no, no,
I
no,
wasn't there
that
for
wasn't your get along gang. It was we went over. We played
That's
that.
when he pulled out his 38 bourbons and said, "Here, sample these."
Yeah, there you go. Hide this meat stick, bitch.
That didn't end well.
No, it was we played that Jack TV thing.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we need to go back to traditional shit.
Again, but like when you come over to our house, my house, we play like Pictionary.
All right, the
and-
next time we have a get together, we're gonna figure out how to do this kind of shit.
just seriously, Pictionary is probably one of my favorites
It's
because it's interpretation. It's also about knowing the other person.
Yeah.
Like
It is.
we can like draw some shit. I can draw something, and
You and I have been on some mind
there's
benders.
some crazy shit. Like
I was like, motherfucker.
how did you get that?
I was like, get out of my head, bro.
how did that just happen?
Yeah. All right, keep
gay.
going. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's totally
well,
gay.
well, you
and then we
did it-
played my hide the meat stick.
No, we didn't do that.
Oh, we
So-
didn't?
Wow.
So the 19th
Jeff
I never heard
did.
of Bargain
That's right.
Hunter. Have you heard of that one?
No.
Is that the end of it?
All right, keep going. Let's see here. Connect 4, that's good. Entertainment. Balderdash, I've heard of it.
The Bottom Line. That seems familiar to me.
Mm.
Balderdash. I've played that as well.
Yeah, it's a fun game. All right, keep going, keep going. Strata, never heard of it.
Conspiracy.
Trivial Pursuit, of course. Life, yeah. Keep going.
Strata. Don't know that one either.
Rock the Boats.
What about Operation?
Oh, good one.
That is crazy.
I have that one. Yeah, I've got that one. That was fun.
Aggravation.
They had
There's
an
another one.
Uno board game.
Well, see, board game.
Stupid. What was that? You know what? There's a board game where you have white, black,
Yes.
tokens. No, white, black tokens,
Oh,
and you put one in
Flip
front of the
them
other, and you
over.
flip them all over.
Starts with an Othello or something
Othello.
like
Yeah, it is Othello. Yeah,
You sure? It's called
No.
Othello?
I think so though.
that. It starts with an O, I think. That's a Shakespearean thing.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun, though. And then you flip one over, and then you get all the ones in between.
They had a Mr. T board
T.
game.
Of course they did.
Team up with me, Mr. T,
A-Team.
in an exciting race against time.
Was he part of A-Team?
Yes,
yeah,
he was.
A Team.
There's also Clubber Lang.
Oh, Taboo. Yeah, we had that.
Thundercats. All right, let's watch this down. The Flintstones. This is all. I've never heard a lot of this stuff, but Battleship was a lot of fun. Never heard of Chicken Out.
Clue. There's Clue.
There's nothing real. E.T. Oh, good lord.
Do they have a bourbon game?
Yeah.
Ginny Cub.
So it's kind of fun because when you think about E.T. and
It is Othello.
There's Othello.
Yeah.
Look at you guys.
when you think about E.T., they came out with the board game from Atari 2600, and E.T. was like they released a game that wasn't even completed. So they were just like, the movie came out
on the fly.
Yeah, the movie came out. We had to produce something. So they came up with some bullshit randoms thing that didn't do anything really. It was so retarded. And when you got the game, you're like, oh, this is cool. And you played it and you're like, is this it?
You were disappointed as a young gamer.
Oh my God, it was so silly.
Well,
In
they still kind of do that today. Release these half-baked games.
Well, I mean, nowadays, dude, the shit's unreal. Like you've got like games like Apex Online where it's
well, now they have the ability to add shit on the fly, right?
yeah,
they update it.
Right, so they're ferociously like programming shit because they're like people are getting close to the end type of thing, right?
I need to pick up that Apex. I played that one day. I need to go back to it.
So what is your game tag? Gray Pube? Is that what it was?
Gray Pube?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Really?
All right, so for those
Did you zoom in and see that?
That's disgusting.
So is there an underscore in there somewhere? I think there is.
Is that
right?
the same thing as white?
It's GRAY underscore pube, PUB, right?
Is that the same thing as white merkin?
Jeff sent me a screenshot of his fucking.
That's gross.
I didn't think about that.
His avatar. It's this fucking gray dude with his name's Gray Pube.
Gross.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, download because they just did another release tonight. So that's another 23 gig. I don't know. What are you playing on Xbox 360?
Where's the bottle?
Sony
PlayStation 5 or 4?
4.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's like a huge update all the time.
Yeah.
All right, so we need to talk about this wonderful bourbon.
We're drinking a bourbon, aren't we?
Yeah, this is the Frogman bourbon from the Spirits Are Us or something like that.
No, Spirits of America.
Spirits of America.
Spirits Are Us, really?
Spirits Are Us. How generic can you get?
Right.
Art of Spirits.
Art of Spirits.
Yeah, Art of Spirits, Frogman. This is a store pick.
Yeah, well, the label is kind of cool looking. It's got like a not Game of Thrones.
It's got an actual Frogman.
Right, so before we get into this thing, I wanted to walk through how we got this bottle. So we went to Total Wine as we do every Friday.
Yes.
Most Fridays, and we went there and we were like, all right, well, someone had pulled it up and said, oh my God, this sounds special. What 85?
Yeah, $85.
Down from 120, 119, something like that.
It didn't say that. It just said $85.
Well, it was 119, $120 when it, So
this is normally $400 when we got it for $85.
Our listeners out there, we go to Total Wine a lot, so we know the guys there, and they'll try to cut us a deal if they can. I mean, they never have in the past, but this time I was kind of like, all right, come on, because they were like they had 3 bottles from the Art of Spirits a collection there, a total of 4. So 3 of them were on special, and the one wasn't. The one we grabbed wasn't on special, and I was like, "Come on, really? You can't cut us a deal?" They did cut us a deal, so they took it from like $119 down to $89.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that was significant. While you were gallivanting,
what'd you have to do for
rum
that?
drinks?
Doing shots.
What'd you have to do for that?
Well, nothing. Just asked.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, this was one bottle in the store.
It was the last bottle. So it's been sitting there for 7.62 years.
That's how aged it is.
It's double barrel.
It's a single barrel, but it's double oaked.
All right. Well,
okay.
So walk us through that.
Frogman. Okay, so it's the single. They took a single barrel and they aged it twice. There we go.
So the Art of the Spirits cast strength Frogman bourbon whiskey showcases the world-known artist David Uhl and his oil painting that was inspired by the legendary history of the Navy SEALs. Our bourbon is made with 75% corn, 21% rye. You can definitely taste the rye in this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
4% malted barley, and it's aged for 5 to 7 years in a new 53-gallon American oak barrel. 53-gallon. Really just one. This bourbon has a caramel corn nose that complements its elegant gold shine with a sweet caramel corn taste that leads to a hint of smooth, earthy oak finish.
I get all that.
Yep, I do.
Sweet corn,
it's
caramel corn.
It's 117 proof.
You can feel a little bit of that,
which is really nice.
It's ethanol. So from maybe it's because the first one we had was so weak that this one kind of dumbed down my palate a little bit, but it's sweet as hell. So you can taste
I think it's great.
Oh,
you can taste the vanilla. You can taste the.
There's a ton of vanilla, a ton of caramel.
There is a ton of popping flavors out of this thing.
Yeah, I don't really taste the stone fruit like we typically smell or taste. I mean, that's something I typically say. I don't really have that here.
That's a shocker.
Maybe some raisins.
Possibly some currants.
Is there? Wow. Is there more stuff coming out of this? I mean, in the description? I mean,
I also think
I don't see anything there, but it's spicy as hell, though.
it's also very oily.
Yes.
It's very viscous.
how the legs?
It
Are they long, flashy legs?
It sticks to the mouth pretty good.
All right, so we got the notes here. The bourbon. So the notes: the bourbon has a caramel corn nose that complements its elegant gold chime with a sweet caramel corn taste that leads to a hint of smooth, earthy oak finish. That's really all we got. But these guys, they have a list. I mean, of all kinds of different stuff. So these guys, I don't know where.
So
they get
a lot of their
stuff.
bottles are all tribute bottles. Like this is a tribute to the Navy SEALs.
The Navy SEAL, I believe.
Okay, which is
Frogman.
awesome. And do other bottles have like fancy kind of pictures on them?
Do
and
they
stuff?
donate a portion to the?
These these are all great.
I don't
questions.
see that anywhere in there.
75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley, aged 5 to 7 years. This one is 7.6 years. I like it, gentlemen.
7.62. I wonder if that number is significant to a Frogman. 7.62 because it's very specific.
It is very specific.
And I can't read the fucking bottle.
Here, let me try. I can read.
What's that say underneath the 7.62?
7.62. All right, let's see here. It says, I have no idea.
I'll give it here.
Fuck that.
Your eyes are just as bad as us.
What are we going to do here? We need to start wearing bifocals or something? Yeah, you can't see shit either. Bro, please. Look at you talking shit over there. Oh,
give it to me.
Give it to me, you blind motherfuckers.
My prostate is 0.6.
Look into my asshole.
No.
All right, so it says the double oaked Frogman, 7.6 years old, double oaked in a new 30-gallon charred American oak barrel, char 4 toast.
We knew that.
Did we?
Oh, we didn't know the char 4.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
yeah, you did.
I said
yeah,
the
but
char
that says 53 gallons. So when it's taken out of that, it's put into a 30-gallon. So it's double oaked in a new 30-gallon charred American oak barrel,
Nice.
char 4 toast.
Very nice.
So the first one may not be a char 4, but the second one sure is.
This is going to be hard to rate.
Yeah, and look, my initial this thing comes in hot. Okay, so for 117 proof, what it is, it tastes a lot hotter than what it actually is, because you could do nose mill and it doesn't run this hot. It is viscousy. It's got an oil base to it. It's got tons of flavor. It's got the traditional rise,
exploding with flavor.
Yeah, I'm thinking that we may need to dumb this down with some water. I mean, I don't like to say that, but I'm going to experiment. I'm going to put a little bit of water in here and see if it does something.
Yeah, go for it.
Jug.
Go for it. We're not judging. I mean, I am.
We are secretly eternal.
No.
I mean, I've never seen a more pussy move in my life.
Oh,
but
it's 90 proof.
other than, God.
You just made
how
like,
much you dump in there? What's
That's
the point?
Not even ounce.
That's like
now
a-
it's just water.
It's like a liqueur now.
It's the core. It's like 11 proof.
It wasn't even an ounce.
God, that was painful to
It
watch.
should have been a couple drops.
You're supposed to use a dropper.
All right, look, you guys, seriously, it has brought out even more flavors.
Oh, here we go.
So, but you know what? That's what they tell you. You heard it yourself at that last
did.
presentation we
I
went in.
did.
You add a little water and it breaks it down a little bit more, makes it a little bit homogeneous, and it breaks out a little bit more. Kind of spreads it out.
I actually
I
appreciated. Sorry, go ahead.
No, well, I now I taste some cinnamons.
Really?
Some cinnamon. No.
Cinnamon.
I appreciated how she talked about,
No, go on, Jeff. Just,
Good.
he does a really good job of that. No, I mean, we've gotten to a point where like, oh, this is a sipper and that's a mixer. You can't mix it with Coke. You can't do this. She actually did a pretty good job of explaining that, she appreciates that everybody drinks bourbon the way, I'm talking about the Iron Root.
Right.
And she even had Coke and Sprite there if you wanted to mix it.
but she clearly
She
said
talked
the
about
word
cokeability. Remember that?
Oh, that's the magic word I was going to come up with. She was
Yeah.
like, it has to have that cokeability. You have to be able. So you either have a sipping whiskey or you have a mixing whiskey. She didn't say it like that. A cokeability whiskey or a sampling
Well, and she
whiskey.
was touting that their whiskeys have cokeability. But I'm thinking to myself, why would you spend $60 on and add Coke to it?
Right.
I mean, it's not an arrogance thing. It's not a snobby thing. If I'm going to put Coke in a bourbon, I've got Henry McKenna. I've got Jim Beam. I've got.
Right.
I mean, why would I spend $60 putting whatever? Everybody's got their own thing, right? I get it, but
maybe you should try it. Maybe you should try a more expensive. If you haven't, well, you put Blanton's in a Coke, didn't you? Well, that's a $50 bottle. I think Blanton's is meant anyway.
Oh, so overrated.
It is.
It's so overrated.
That's why it would kill me when these guys would come up to the bar. They'd be like, "Hey, man, let me get a Martell and Coke." And I'm like, "Oh, you fucking kidding me?" It would kill me as a bartender back then.
Martell
Cognac.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like Martell and Coke. I was like, bitch, that is a cognac. You put it in a snifter. You know?
But again, at the same time, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be like all arrogant to where, oh, you don't have that with Coke. Whoa, you're so like low knowledge or low brow.
Maybe they have 15 cases at their house and they're like, I don't want to drink this, but I'm going to drink it with Coke. And they just got used to it. Hey, I really like it with Coke.
Yeah. Well, I can promise you. I was at a friend's house. It was a baseball parents' party.
Did their parents get naked
and
in the pool?
And he had like something that was really nice. I don't even remember what it was, but back then I didn't drink anything straight. It was all with something. And I asked him, "Do you have any?"
Capri Sun.
Now I look back on it, I'm like, I don't even know what it was. I don't know if it was like a $300 bourbon. I have no idea. I was like, "Do you have any like a soda?"
Sunny Delight.
Yeah. Do you have any soda? And he's like, I think I got a root beer. And I was like, yeah, I'll have it with root beer. And I'm thinking to myself,
it might taste pretty good.
It tasted fantastic. And he was probably like, he's mixing my $300 bourbon with root beer. But whatever, man. I wouldn't do it now. I would not do it now. But I did back then. And I loved it.
Yeah.
I think I drank the whole bottle.
Of root beer?
No, of his bourbon.
Jeez.
So you drank a whole bottle of $300 bourbon?
I don't know if it was. I think honestly, it was a square bottle, so I think it was probably Jack, like single barrel.
Was it high proof?
I have no idea. Back then, I had no idea.
Well, the Jack single barrel was like 130.
Back then, I drank. It was bourbon and Coke. It was the cheapest bourbon I could find with Coke.
Right.
So that's what I was doing to everything I drank.
Right.
So
are there any exceptional highlights of the Olympics that, like we talked a little bit about the last podcast, but what about the women's basketball? How are they doing?
I don't know.
They're doing well. They're in the medal round, and they play Brazil for the gold tomorrow.
They should win.
Oh, they should dominate.
Although I did read that there's a Dutch pedophile.
Oh, I heard about this
on their
he was
volleyball team.
Yeah, so he was. You know what? But
this is a tough one.
You know, she was 17 years old, and
he was only 65.
No, what? No, he was not. You know,
I'm kidding. This is a tough one because he actually got convicted, did the jail time, paid his debt to society, and he, does he not deserve a second chance at life? I mean, should he be that guy forever? He was young.
So the story of the Dutch volleyball player
that she was 17 makes it okay.
Oh, hold on, I misspoke. She was 12 years old. So the story of the Dutch volleyball player Steven van der Velde,
changing your
eloquently
attitude?
shows what the world sport
12.
has become lately. Officials of the International Olympic Committee have turned a blind eye to the fact that an athlete who was convicted of a sexual act against a 12-year-old with what. 12-year-old girl will go to the games, the portal reports. So, exactly how old was he,
I was going
to
say, it actually, it may not matter, but I would like to know how old he was.
Well, 8 years ago, how old is he now? He served 1 year of his 4-year term.
He was probably 17.
I don't care. 12 years old.
Yeah, but when you're 17, you're stupid.
No. 12 years old.
But are you...
was she fully developed?
But are you...
It doesn't matter. She's 12.
Was there grass on the field?
But hold on.
Does that make it right?
Oh, my God.
No, of course not.
Stop with the grass on the field.
I'm just saying, look, I don't condone it.
Here's my thing.
If my 12-year-old, he'd be dead.
Are you convicted? Are you convicted for life?
No, he was... Yes, as a sex offender.
That's
pedophile.
what I mean.
Yeah,
you kind of are. In the public. So you have no second chance at redemption.
No,
well, he is. He's in the Olympics.
Well, I know, but to us.
So you wear your
whole life.
Yes.
Your what is a scarlet? You have a scarlet letter of a P. instead of a adultery.
And they
so if you found out that
they booed the shit out of him.
So if you found out that one of us had sex with a 12-year-old, how would your opinion of us change?
How old were you at the time?
18.
Ugh, that's tough. That's tough.
You think about them differently.
Serious?
No, I mean that's tough to not like tough meaning to not like say you're screwed.
Yeah, you're fucked up.
Look,
That's what I mean.
It's look.
Not tough to convict you. Tough to give you a pass.
Look, man. There are certain things that are
you don't do
morally wrong.
Yeah,
regardless what age you are, and stealing, murder, slicing someone's neck open, raping. There's.
Yeah,
look,
we get it.
I'm just saying.
You're going to keep going.
There are certain things that you just don't do.
Yeah.
You don't run down somebody in your car. You don't put your. I mean, there are just certain things you don't do.
Yeah, because you hear about. I mean, I think I've told this story before. People said, "Oh, do you know that website you can go to where you can find out where sex offenders are in your neighborhood?"
Oh yeah.
And I found out there was one right down the street. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
And then I found out he was 19, she was 17, and the parents of the girl fucking hated the kid's guts, so they pressed charges. And now he's a sexual offender for life. I was like, that's different.
Yeah. As
19 and 17?
Mr. Producer puts
Come
up
on.
here, just don't fuck 12-years. He's right. I mean, she's preteen.
Oh, it's awful.
Look, if it
Right.
were been my daughter, he wouldn't have been able to serve time. He would have been dead.
Damn. That's rough, man.
Right.
And he was, 18?
I don't know. How old is he now?
Well,
that's what I asked.
It was 8 years ago. He's
I
probably
don't-
25.
I don't care. Even if he was 18 at the time.
All right, so let's talk about this. All right,
If
so
there's right or wrong, and you don't
hear
do
me
that
out.
when an 18-year-old.
I hear you. So he royally fucked up, and he went to jail for.
Oh, he was 21 at the time.
Oh God, that's even worse.
So he's 11 years older than her.
All right, so but this brings up a broader topic. Not really
Sorry,
this guy.
9.
Not really this guy fucking a 12-year-old, but it brings up a broader topic. Somebody makes a massive mistake in their life, and they pay their due. They go to
Did he,
jail.
though?
They go to jail for 10, 15, 20 years.
Depends on what the crime is.
He served 1 year of his 4-year term.
Oh God, I don't want to hear that. That's
and it was only
you know what
1
that
year.
is? That's fucking woke Europe, is what that is.
Yeah.
All right, so somebody, let's say they do 20 years, and they come out and they're like, are they shunned for life? Are they shunned forever?
Man, look, I think it
Depends what comes
to
out.
the
Don't
eyes
they get
of
a
the
second
beholder.
chance at life?
Of course.
I think they should get a second chance at life, but
They
at the
can't go to
same
the
time,
Olympics.
there
can be
needs to be
questioned.
repercussions when you're in an environment. Yeah, I mean, there are certain things. You got to wear that badge.
Yeah.
What is it? That guy, the philanthropist. Oh my God, the Scarlet Letter.
Right.
All right, you're an adulteress.
Is that Hawthorne?
Yeah, Nathaniel Hawthorne. But I mean, he's got to wear the Scarlet P. She's wearing the Scarlet
No,
Letter.
I get it.
So I mean, look, you're branded for life. That's what happens. If you fucking steal things in certain countries, they cut off your fucking hand.
Yeah.
If you walk around without a hand, that motherfucker stole something.
If you become a felon, that hangs with you for the rest of your life.
Maybe if they would have cut off his
Yeah.
penis, then they'd be like, all right, well, his penis is gone, so it's not a big deal anymore. Go play ball.
Yeah.
You can play on the women's team.
I guess I subscribe to the mercy, compassion, second chances.
Look,
I don't know, man.
I do subscribe to that, Paul. But the thing is that when dudes like us do something like that, there are certain things you cannot come back from.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah.
If you hold a gun up in someone's head and you fucking blow the back
Dude,
of their head off,
seriously, yeah.
you can't come back with that for Alec Baldwin. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I hear you.
He got off of that, didn't he?
He probably did. Probably whacked off all night.
No.
Oh, you mean legally?
Legally.
Yeah, I'm not sure about
Dude,
that.
I was actually on the fence on this one. I mean, he had no idea it had a bullet in it.
It doesn't matter. It's his responsibility.
He was totally
Dude, look,
irresponsible.
I carry a gun around all the time. I make sure that shit's
Dude,
cleared.
but-
So you know what? He had a responsibility.
Yes.
He failed to fucking do it. It's his fault. He should go to jail. Fuck off.
Agreed. But you can't equate that to him walking into a 7-Eleven and telling them, hey, give me all those fucking cigarettes behind the thing, and he gives them the cigarettes, and he fucking shoots him in the head and kills him. That's not the same fucking thing.
Agreed. But he
That's
had
why
a
there's-
responsibility when he picked up the
Yes.
gun, period. You
Yes.
always clear the gun, period.
Yes.
That's why there's different levels of
Yes.
murder 1, capital murder,
and
manslaughter.
And he's none of that. It's massive negligence.
It's massive. It's what do they call that? Manslaughter. You know, but the thing is that
but he got off.
Always clear the gun. Period. And frankly, the master of arms,
who was a revolver.
Oh, she's screwed too.
She's in prison right now.
Oh, why is she in prison? He's not.
No. Oh, well, because she was the one that handed the gun to him.
But okay, look, this is where the captain goes down with the ship.
I actually blame her more than him. That's because her job is, he's a fucking actor. He's not supposed to know anything. To some degree. She's the one that says, here's the gun, here's the prop. I'll say prop, not even gun. Here's the prop that you're supposed to fire in this scene. Here you go, Mr. Baldwin. And he's like, and he should have done that stuff, but she handed it to him.
Did they ever come up with how there came to have bullets in that gun?
I think they were shooting at the range the night before.
Yes. She didn't do her job.
And she didn't clear the chambers.
She fucked up bad.
Well, is it possible that the gun was in a box that was locked and then someone came behind her, unlocked the box, took it to the range, and then she just assumed that it was cleared?
Well, anything's possible.
Anything's possible, but I highly doubt that.
My God, you know what, whatever. But the thing about the dude that's banging the little girl, fuck that. He's done for life. I'm sorry, man. I hate to say it, man, but you're 21 years old.
1 year?
He served 1 year, it said.
Yeah.
Of his 4-year sentence.
Yeah, it's painful. No wonder they're booing him.
No. Well, it's sad.
It is sad.
Check us out on Dudes Like Us podcast.
What a way to end this podcast.
No. It's always fun, but
God.
Check us out on Instagram, Dudes Like Us -podcast.
Way to go, Paul.
Dudes Like
I
Us
know, right?
Woodwork. We have Facebook accounts too, the same thing, Dudes Like Us podcast and the Woodcraft stuff. Check out our merch. If you want something, just IMS. We'll send it right over to you. We have some fantastic episodes coming up next week. We're fucking locked and loaded, man. Today was awesome. We had this fantastic Art Spirits bourbon coming up for Frogman. Thank you, Stan.
We never rated it.
Oh, what did we rate it?
I give it an 8.3.
Oh, shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna go 9.9.
No, you guys give it whatever you want.
Hold on. I have to think. Actually, it was very, very flavorful. 7.4.
I'm doing 8.1, 8.2, 8.1. I'll do 8.1. I like it a lot. It's
very
fantastic.
Good.
Yeah, I very much enjoyed it.
I feel very rushed.
Thank you, Mr. Producer, Mr. Austin. Fantastic job tonight. It's Dudes Like Us, August 6, 2024, second half of the episode. Dudes Like Us, I'm Sean.
I'm Paul. And I'm Jeff. I think you had premature calculation there is what it was.
Oh, I panicked. I mean, you eight, what was that? That was the highest I've ever heard. 8.4?
No, he gave something to 9.9 or something.
I did?
Like
no, it was in the
seriously,
nines.
what'd you say? 8.4?
8.3.
Yeah.
That is the highest I've ever heard.
No, it's not.
All right.
No. Good night, guys.
See ya.